Modern science fiction frequently features invisible energy shields and cities protected by force fields. It resembles a technology reserved for a distant future. Yet, over a century ago, a scientist promised he could build exactly that for the defense of entire nations. He claimed he could transmit power through the air and control machines without a single wire. While the energy walls never materialized, his research into those invisible frequencies provided the blueprints for the Wi-Fi and wireless smartphone charging we use today. Our modern reality is built on the forgotten sketches of one man. His ultimate goal was to provide free energy to the globe, but that dream was dismantled by the industrial system that initially funded him. This conflict began with a shift in the nature of science itself. Pioneers like Newton and Galileo were driven by curiosity, studying the world to understand the laws of motion and the stars. For them, the pure discovery was the ultimate reward. The Industrial Revolution changed the stakes. Scientific progress fell under the control of wealthy capitalists who prioritized inventions with immediate commercial utility. If a discovery could not be measured, sold, or turned into profit, it rarely received funding. Nikola Tesla arrived in America as a pure scientist in this profit-driven era. He possessed immense intellectual brilliance, but lacked the desire and the ruthlessness required to navigate the world of high-stakes business. Thomas Edison operated with the instincts of an industrialist. He specialized in turning laboratory breakthroughs into patented consumer products, building his power empire on the ability to monitor and charge for every watt used. Tesla sought to elevate civilization through shared discovery, while Edison sought to dominate the market through utility and control. Their meeting ignited a bitter struggle over exactly how the world would be powered. Tesla's first major task in America was fixing Edison's inefficient direct current generators. Edison promised $50,000 if Tesla could overhaul the machines. Tesla spent months of grueling labor on the project, eventually delivering a vastly improved and highly efficient design. When Tesla asked for his payment, Edison refused. He dismissed the agreement entirely, telling Tesla he simply did not understand the American humor. Tesla resigned immediately, refusing to treat his labor as a punchline. He left Edison's company to develop his own vision for electricity, a move that would eventually challenge Edison's entire business monopoly. This rivalry centered on two competing systems: Edison's direct current, or DC, and Tesla's championing of alternating current, known as AC. Edison's DC power functioned like water moving through a thick, heavy pipe. Because the flow is sluggish, it loses significant pressure over short distances. This meant DC power could travel only about a mile before dissipating, requiring a power plant in every neighborhood. Tesla's AC power acted like a high-pressure line. By alternating the current's direction, electricity could be sent across hundreds of miles with almost no loss. This allowed power to be generated at a single distant source, like a waterfall, and transmitted to an entire city. AC was the only technology capable of electrifying the globe efficiently. Its success meant that Edison's massive investments in DC infrastructure would become obsolete and worthless. To protect his business, Edison launched a smear campaign to convince the public that AC was a lethal threat. He conducted public electrocutions of animals using AC current and even assisted in the development of the electric chair, attempting to link Tesla's technology with death in the minds of the public. Tesla proved the safety and power of his system when he illuminated the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. Using AC power, he lit 100,000 bulbs, turning night into day and securing the contract for the Niagara Falls Power Station. However, the cost of winning the War of Currents nearly bankrupted Tesla's partner, George Westinghouse. Tesla was legally entitled to millions in royalties, but to keep the company and the AC project alive, he tore up his contract and walked away from a literal fortune. This lack of business aggression allowed others to profit from his genius. Guglielmo Marconi used Tesla's radio wave patents to send the first transatlantic signal. Backed by powerful industrialists, Marconi was awarded the Nobel Prize for the invention of the radio, while Tesla's earlier patent filings were ignored by the courts for decades. Tesla's mind won the technological battle, as alternating current electricity swiftly became the undisputed global standard for power. Yet, the industrial systems of the time ensured that the financial rewards and historical acclaim went to those who knew how to market the science, rather than those who discovered it. Tesla's most ambitious project was the Wardenclyffe Tower. He designed this massive structure to transmit wireless, communications, and electricity around the world by using the Earth itself as a conductor. He secured funding from J.P. Morgan, the most powerful financier of the era. Tesla pitched the project as a wireless telegraphy system, but his true goal was the wireless distribution of free energy for all. When Morgan realized the tower's potential to provide power that anyone could tap into for free, he withdrew his support. He asked Tesla a single decisive question: where do we put the meter? Tesla's vision of a world with free energy had no place for a meter. To Morgan, a technology that could not be restricted and built was a clear threat to the entire capitalist structure. The funding was cut and the project was abandoned. Following Morgan's withdrawal, Tesla was blacklisted by other major investors. Wardenclyffe Tower was eventually demolished and sold for scrap metal during the First World War. Tesla spent his final decade living alone in a hotel room, largely forgotten by the public. He spent his time feeding the pigeons and developing theories that many dismissed as the eccentricities of an old man. The theories Tesla explored at Wardenclyffe survived his isolation. The specific radio frequencies he mapped out now serve as the foundation for our global wireless infrastructure. His work on alternating current and radio signals remains embedded in almost every electronic device in use today. Tesla died without the fortune of Edison or the Nobel recognition of Marconi, yet he provided the core principles that allow modern civilization to function. While the industrialists of the 19th century sought to control his work, they could not prevent his ideas from defining the world we live in.